Cheese Log by Mario Hobbs. Within an apartment resided Charlie Cheese. Charlie Cheeser was with his friends watching the Super Bowl. Charlie was an average overall fellow. Nothing too special about him. Charlie and his 6 friends had run out of cheese log, and this is what occurred. "We're out of cheese log," shouted Rachel the Red. "Yeah, go get us some more, Charlie," exclaimed Flat Volume. "Well, I must go and retrieve some more," yelled Charlie in response. Charlie then grabbed his motorcycle, of which he kept in his living room for some odd reason, then drove off his balcony to get down to the street. Upon reaching the street, Charles rode his motorcycle through the street. He then continued riding and thought to himself, "Are we truly out of cheese log? Did I bring my wallet?" And more thoughts of this sort. Then he rammed his bike into a nearby pedestrian to stop himself, as he had cut the brakes to make room for a water bottle holder, although he did not own any water bottles. The pedestrian's lifeless body was lucky enough to stop the bike, and Charles put up his kickstand and left his bike upon the pedestrian. Before Charles went inside the store, he said to the corpse of the fellow who had killed, "Hey man, watch my bike. I'll be back soon." As Charles started toward the door, he was stopped by 2 men dressed in smelly, faded orange robes, who simply asked, "Throughout the stream of life flows cheese. The cheese is stopped by cheese, but the cheese flows through it. Do you follow the stream of cheese, or do you move the cheese and let the cheese continue blocking the cheese?" Although they sounded cryptic and such, they were rather off-putting, as they stunk of a well-aged Asiago. If you don't understand this amazing cheese reference, then to put in context, Asiago smells like a mix of vomit and foot stench, while it has a smooth texture and a crisp break, perfectly balanced with strength. Charlie replied, "Well, the cheese of life is a powerful thing. Whether or not the cheese may be moved does not matter, for the stream will flow no matter the choice, meaning no matter what I say or do, the stream of cheese will never stop." The men in orange then stated, "You are correct. The Lord of Cheese controls all, including the stream of life. One does not truly have any free will, as all had been truly planned in advance, no matter what you do or say." "Well, that's a load of misinformation. It nearly overloads my senses, in the same manner as your awful stench," said Charles, before shoving the men in orange away before going into the store. The men crashed into a nearby wall and bloodied their orange robes. Charlie felt as though the men were plotting something against him, but did not know why he felt this way, nor did he want to risk looking back at them. Upon entering the store, Charlie saw many aisles going on nearly endlessly. He would ask the employees for help, but he felt that would let them win. Charlie viewed the signs, however, they were all in British. Charlie then remembered he lived in America and could only speak American, and thereby not speak British. Then Charlie searched for the cheese aisle, but in the process ran into a strange old man. Charlie then said, "So sorry about crashing into you, my good man." "Why hast thou crashed into me, young man?" "I seek the cheese." "Why dost thou seek the cheese?" "'Tis the wish of my comrades." "So you seek it not for yourself, but for others?" "I do in fact seek it for my friends." "I wish to know which of your friends seeks it." "Rachel the Red." "Rachel is but an impostor, standing in for someone else." "You speak with no meaning." "Rachel is not the real one of whom bears the title of Red." "The title of Red is not a distinctive trait," yelled Charlie. Dude, who are you yelling at?" asked the store employee. "This old man," said Charlie. "What old man?" asked the same store employee. Before turning back to the old man, Charlie saw that the old man was gone. Charlie could feel the peering eyes of cameras and employees glaring at him. Plotting! But for what were they plotting? To kill Charlie, of course! The employees must have captured the old man when Charlie was not looking. It all makes sense. This must be what happened to Rachel, as the old man said, replaced by an employee. After all, Rachel was lactose intolerant. As Charlie did not want to attract the attention of the vile, wicked store employees, he pretended he did not know their dastardly plan and continued onward toward the cheese section. Why would the employee pretending to be Rachel at home want the cheese log? It must be some sort of secret item or object hidden inside of the cheese. Charlie reached the point where the cheese was stored and found a cheese log. Charlie picked up the cheese log and could not see anything strange from the outside. It must be hidden on the inside, thought Charlie. Charlie tore open the cheese log packaging and began ripping the cheese log apart before he heard an employee say, Sir, you can't open up and destroy our cheese logs." Charlie knew that the employee was heading toward him and about to replace him with an employee. So Charlie ripped out a coolant pipe above the cheese storage to use as a weapon against the vile, wicked employee. "Please put the pipe down. That's stored property," the employee was saying, as Charlie swung his pipe toward the head of the employee. As the employee flew limp across the room, Charlie knew he had to get out of the store. Charlie picked up a cheese log and entered the back room, where he saw 3 employees torturing the old man. Charlie used his pipe to quickly dispatch the employees of evil and save the old man. Upon rescue, the old man said to Charlie, "Thank you, youngling Charlie. You are doing well. We must take a door into the cheese room. We will be able to get home with no resistance from the employees of evil." Charlie and the old man walked through a door made of cheese and entered the Land of Cheese. The Land of Cheese is a pretty nice place, I really must admit. There's a river of life, the cheddar trees, the Nacho Lake, the mild mountains. But what really tops it is the arena of the Big Cheese, where portals to various realms existed. However, it was an active arena, and to use a portal you had to win in combat against the greatest beast of cheese. Upon arriving in the Land of Cheese, Charlie and the old man made their way to the arena of the Big Cheese to talk to the Big Cheese himself. After reaching the room of the Big Cheese in the arena of the Big Cheese, Charlie asked the Big Cheese, "May I enter a portal to get home?" "Are you sure about a portal?" said the Big Cheese. "After all, we have many other things in this arena. Bulls, cheese gladiators, cheese tigers, cheese anti-aircraft missiles, cheese ladies, and many other things too numerous and too cheesy to count." "All I want is the portal," said Charlie. "Have it your way," replied the Big Cheese. "Oogie boogie," said the old man, before disappearing. As the Big Cheese was on a balcony, a sick and twisted thought entered the mind of Charlie. What if I pushed him? As Charlie always does everything his mind tells him. Heck, he's killed several people in this one story so far. Charlie pushed the Big Cheese off the balcony, and the Big Cheese shattered as he hit the stones at the bottom of the arena. After the Big Cheese was broken apart, the portal to home appeared. Charlie was rather confused. How did the Big Cheese die? Why did the Big Cheese die? Since when could the Big Cheese die? Oh wait, I killed the Big Cheese, thought Charlie. Perhaps all this bloodshed was unnecessary. Why had Charlie even killed all these people? What had they done wrong to him? Is Charlie an evil man? Was Charlie an employee this whole time? Had an old man really been tortured? Was there even an old man? Why did Charlie leave his house? Is Charlie missing the halftime show? "Be quiet!" shouted Charlie, clearly angry at me. Charlie racked his brain and thought upon what he had done through the course of the day. Why had he killed that pedestrian with his motorbike? For lol random humor? As funny as the real life ragdoll physics was, Charlie had just killed a pedestrian. And why did he kill those employees? They were just working for their wages. The old man said they were evil, thought Charlie, although the old man appeared to be a liar at this moment. After his moment of temporary self-reflection, Charlie decided he would go home through the portal. Upon reaching home, Charlie appeared in his bed and thought, perhaps all of this was a mere bad dream. That was until he saw the cheese log in his lap. Charlie grabbed his bedside bat, went into the living room. Rachel the Red asked, "Did you get the cheese?" Then Charlie swung his bat.